You are turning in 10-minute bulletin of Bình Phước radio, television, and newspaper. You are with me, Thu Quang, and here are top news of today. Nearly 86% of commune-level civil servants hold relevant qualifications. Survey on land use planning, implementation in Bình Phước. Strengthening Vietnam and Singapore economic cooperation. Passengers banned from using backup power banks on planes. On the afternoon of March 25th in Bình Phước, head of the Provincial Party Committee's Organization Commission, Nguyễn Hồng Trà, attended a national teleconference on the training and capacity building of official, civil servants, and public employees. The events were organized by the Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics.
According to reports, significant attention has been given to training and improving the administrative and state management skills for officials, civil servants, and public employees to build a competent, qualified, and reputable workforce that meets the demands of their roles. To date, nearly 90% of officials, civil servants, and public employees at the central, provincial, and district levels have undergone training to meet regulatory standards. At the commune level, nearly 90% of the officials and civil servants hold at least an intermediate level professional qualification, with nearly 86% possessing expertise relevant to their assigned positions. Discussions at the conference focused on key issues, including curriculum reform, the application of information technology in training, and improving the quality of lecturers and teaching methods. Participants also emphasized the need for stronger coordination among agencies and localities, policy reforms, and enhanced training effectiveness to ensure a well-qualified workforce that meets the country's development needs in the modern era.
A delegation from the National Assembly's Economic and Financial Committee, led by Vice Chairwoman Đoàn Thị Thanh Mai, recently conducted a survey on land use planning and implementation in Bình Phước Province. The team also reviewed the issuance of regulations under the 2024 land law.
According to Bình Phước land allocation targets for 2030, agricultural land covers 595,170 hectares. Non-agricultural land exceeds 92,000 hectares. Unused land stands at 73 hectares, and urban land spans nearly 58,400 hectares. Regarding the issuance of regulations mandated by the land law and related decrees, Bình Phước has so far completed 20 out of 20 provisions under the law and 28 out of 39 provisions in the guiding decrees. The National Assembly's Economic and Financial Committee is conducting similar surveys in 11 provinces to assess the implementation of land policies. The findings will help identify the solutions to enhance land use planning and ensure sustainable development across the country.
Bù Gia Mập National Park has successfully maintained the integrity of 25,000 hectares of special use forest, according to a report presented during an oversight section by the Legal Affairs Committee of the Bình Phước Provincial People's Council on Forest Management and Conservation.
Following the principle of protection at the root, the park has implemented comprehensive technical measures, strengthened patrols, and prevented harmful activities, including forest fires. By the end of 2024, 17 community groups comprising 610 households and 5 border guard stations had been contracted to protect over 25,360 hectares of forest. Between 2020 and 2023, 8.6 hectares of forest restoration and enrichment were completed, covering nearly 26,000 hectares with over 90% forest coverage. Bù Gia Mập National Park in Bình Phước largest contiguous primary forest. It primarily consists of two main types, tropical evergreen forest and semi-evergreen moist forest. This biodiversity-rich ecosystem provides a vital habitat for a wide range of plant and animal species.
Addressing the fourth meeting of the 14th National Party Congress Subcommittee for Personnel Affairs in Hanoi on March 25th, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm, who is also head of the subcommittee, described the upcoming Congress as a special milestone in the nation's development path, which opens up a new era for the country, the era of the nation's rise to strong development and prosperity. The party leader highlighted the extreme importance of preparing and enhancing the quality of documents for the 14th National Party Congress, including personnel plans, which are crucial in the current context of the nation. That is also the moment for a comprehensive and synchronized restructuring of the political system organizational apparatus from the central to local levels to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the system. He stated it is also a time to strengthen the leadership of the party, create breakthroughs, and drive the country's sustainable development, catching up with other advanced nations in the region and the world. Stretching the high standard and the quality of planned personnel in this context, the party leader pointed to the need to review and evaluate the personnel affairs from the 13th National Party Congress and refine the personnel guidelines for the 14th National Party Congress. The General Secretary said these must adhere to the party principles, processes, and regulations, ensuring they are rigorous, democratic, objective, scientific, and practical. Welcoming Singaporean Second Minister for Trade and Industry Tan Si Lan in Hanoi on March 25th, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Chí Dũng emphasized that Vietnam and Singapore should tighten collaboration on science, technology, and innovation and strengthen the connection between private enterprises to participate in global value chain so as to promote economic cooperation. Singapore is currently a major partner of Vietnam in terms of trade, economy, and investment. In 2024, two-way trade reached $10.3 billion, marking a year-on-year increase of 14.7%. Singapore is the largest ASEAN investor and ranked second among 147 countries and territories pouring capital into Vietnam, with 3,915 valid investment projects totaling over $83 billion. The Deputy Prime Minister praised the effective operations of 18 Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Parks, or VSIP, across Vietnam, which have effectively met its development needs. He emphasized the need to upgrade and develop new generation VSIPs with a focus on sustainability, innovation, and enhancing environmental and social responsibility. Both Vietnam Airlines and Vietjet Air announced that passengers are not allowed to use backup power banks on the planes unless they are removed from their carry-on luggage, placed in an easily visible place, and not used to charge mobile devices during the flight. According to regulation from the International Civil Aviation Organization and the International Air Transport Association, backup power bank must be transported according to regulations to avoid the risk of fire and explosion, which threatens the safety of passengers and flights. In recent years, airlines have only allowed power banks to be carried in carry-on baggage. However, there have been many recent cases where power banks in carry-on baggage have caused fires on airplanes. Therefore, some airlines in the region and around the world have banned passengers from using power banks on flight. Flyboard, a jet-powered water sport, has debuted in Bình Thuận. Although relatively new, this thrilling activity has already captivated adventurous tourists seeking unique experiences. Mũi Né, renowned for its crystal-clear beaches and fine white sand, is a hub of various water sports, including kite surfing, windsurfing, and paddleboarding. Since mid-March, the area has attracted a surge in visitors due to the introduction of flyboard shows. The experience offers breathtaking panoramic views of the beautiful coastline and enriches local tourism offerings. The Flyboard Extreme Sport Art Performance Show features two performances in the afternoon and evening every weekend at Bãi Rạc, Mũi Né, and Phan Thiết City. The show will run until the end of May 2025. The introduction of flyboard shows to Bình Thuận aims to attract tourists, particularly international visitors, and also signals a promising opportunity for local tourism businesses to explore and soon turn this sport into one of their attractive service types. And that also wraps up our bulletin. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye for now.